So it's the second round of kind of reactions that generated, I would say, is along the academic sphere of things, which encourages us enormously, young people in universities. But I didn't imagine that the social business idea will click with the business people. Today you heard two CEOs of giant companies, one from Danone, another one from BASF. These are not only companies and multinational, big, large companies, they are the business leaders globally. Each one of them, CEO, Dr. Hambrecht and Frank Ribot, by their own standing, they have so much influence in the business community in the West. They are the one taking personal initiative. It's not just casual involvement in the social business. Personally, they became so much involved. As you heard, I was very impressed when I heard Frank Ribot was saying that not only we are doing social business, hoping that it will influence his main business, mainstream business that he runs, that it will be influenced by what we do in Bangladesh as a social business. So that is a fantastic thing to think that what he is speaking, and that's what brings us to Hiromi when he says each and the other will become merged into each other, will become one, kind of feeling that this is a whole world is one, and these are different manifestation of us, but essentially we're one, and this is what the social business kind of brings out. And thank you, Hiromi, for bringing this beautiful expressions of yours, what you have laid down for all of us. So the business community with the BASF, with Danone, with Veolia, one after another, that was very surprising to me that coming from them, the initiative coming from them to have that kind of responses, how that will impact on other businesses. And they have impacted on other business. Adidas came forward, and we are today doing business with Adidas. Probably in the display, some of the activities of these companies will be shown. And then Otto, Dr. Otto, again, a very respectable German industrialist and entrepreneur, a very long history of entrepreneurship in Germany, became the most important initiator of social business in Bangladesh, and also he has his total support behind it. So we see one after another, and then L'Oreal, of all companies, they were very, very attached to, very, very keen to get involved with social business. So we see many such companies who are at the beginning, you would not expect they are the ones who will be interested in social business. They are involved in social business. So I see across the world these kind of responses. Within India, I see a lot of leading businesses becoming very interested in starting social business in India. In Japan, I just mentioned Uniqlo, and also Daiwa. They are very much interested in social business. So this is another category of response I got. I was just listing what are the categories. One, the young people, the business, the academic circles, now the business community becoming interested in social business. So these are some of the interest kind of focus that we got. Some came with another kind of idea, creating social business funds for supporting social business. Today, Kareem has mentioned about Danone Communities Fund, which was created to find the money to invest in Grameen Danone here. But it became a fund by itself. And that fund is now funding 5 different social businesses, and it is listed in the Paris stock market. So this became a new initiative from Danone. And this is, investors are the owners of Danone who volunteered their money to put into the social business fund. So that created this big fund. And then an employee said, we would like to invest in that fund also, knowing fully well this money will never give them any return because social business doesn't give any dividend. But they volunteered and signed up to put investment money into the social business fund. Crédit Agricole, which is the largest French bank, they created a fund called Grameen Crédit Agricole Foundation to support social businesses. So these are the two concrete existing social businesses in Europe, and there are many more coming. 2 social business funds are coming in India, and they will be probably in a day or 2. They are I don't know whether they're here or not. They are supposed to be signing their agreement to launch this social business fund in India, and we'll be signing it in a day or 2 to express our support to that social business fund in India. There will be 2 social business funds in India within the next month or so. So these are 2 already done. And in Monaco, they are creating a social business fund. So this is another series of response when people say, where is the money coming from? So they will be sitting with money to invest in social businesses. So that's another category. Then we have the individual persons getting involved in social business. People ask me, we understand, okay, big companies come and work with you, but what about the small social businesses, individual social businesses? And today I'm very happy, Shahid Ahmed is right sitting here with the fiberglass he was explaining to you. This is an amazing experience for me also. It was just, I was talking in a group in Bahrain, in Manama, where I was invited to launch the Grameen program, Grameen type bank called Family Bank in Bahrain, which was created in collaboration with Grameen Trust, with our staff there. So I was invited, along with the Prince of Bahrain. So we were invited by the ambassador of Bangladesh in his house. Many of the ministers and other elites of the country came. And I was speaking about our work. And after the speech, a lot of question answer, lots of small talks. And I met Shahid Ahmed there. He kind of introduced himself as someone who is doing fiberglass. I said, we need fiberglass in Bangladesh. He said, how can we do that? So I explained how he should do. Why don't he create a company here? And during the discussion, in principle, he agreed. I told him this will be a social business. I explained what is a social business. He said, no problem, I'll do that. And immediately when I came back, he came over, and that was the beginning of Grameen Fiberglass Limited. It was entirely owned by him. He's dedicating all his money and his experience to do the social business, because there's so many things can be done with the fiberglass. And we're starting out with the biogas dome, but you can have building materials, you have furniture, you have all kinds of marble slabs, anything, boats, chairs, tables, hospital tables, many varieties of things. So this is one idea what an individual can do. So when people say, why should anybody do a social business if they don't make money? I said, ask Shahid. Why does he do it? I don't know. Ask Shahid, what he's doing it. So it's something which comes from his heart because he wants to do it. He said in 33 years he has not come to Bangladesh. Suddenly I propose it to him, he comes here. He invests his own money to do something, and he doesn't want to take any dividend out of it. He's very happy to serve the country because he is from here. So this is his kind of pleasure that he has done something which people need. So if anybody asks me why anybody does something, I don't have to answer. Shahid-like people, there are many, many such Shahid-like people who will come, and Shahid is the pioneer who volunteered to come and do it. And when we said, yeah, let's give him a big applause for that. When we just mentioned that we are going to have a social business day, he volunteered. He said, can I come? Of course, he's welcome. Today, he's right here. So this is how each one of them, step by step, went on, where we were supposed to get varieties of things, which there are many, many small social businesses, and then many of the social businesses coming as a country-based. We were invited by the governor of a province in Colombia. The province is known as Caldas. His province is in disaster. So he came to see me in Cartagena, where I was attending a meeting in Colombia. He said, can you help me? Because our province is in a disaster situation because we lost the whole market of Colombian coffee. So during the discussion, I suggested, why don't we create a social business fund and start a series of social business in agriculture, in technology, in renewable energy, in kind of marketing. Everything is so good for social business. So he agreed immediately after a long series of discussion. Now we are setting the platform where we'll be setting up lots of varieties of social businesses in his country. And Colombia has now a new president, and we knew him before as a mayor of Bogota. So we'll be, previous president knew us very well. We had no, President Uribe was a very good friend, and his wife was a very good friend. And now the new president will also will be very supportive of the work that we have been doing in Colombia. Another thing that whole countrywide thing, we are invited by Albania. Prime Minister of Albania, Berisha, he came to see me and invited me to help him in setting up his economy. It's a poor country in Europe. Said nobody recognizes us as a poor country because we are in Europe, but we are in a disaster. Our situation probably is much worse than Bangladesh, but nobody notices us. So I said, okay, we'll be there. We'll try to set up social businesses. So there'll be another experiment within Albania, setting up a series of social businesses to address all those issues where people need healthcare, people need employment services, people need many different kind of things. So government type of social businesses or global type of global business, I shouldn't say government type because government will not be running them. These are social businesses will be created by people, but government give the policy support to make these social businesses flourish within the country, and will bring international businesses to collaborate with us to sort this out and do that. We will be doing it in Haiti also because of the disaster, because of the earthquake and all that. So we'll be doing that also. So this is another idea of social business that we apply. And then there are cities who became very involved in social business. This is another category of response that we are getting. And the first one was Wiesbaden in Germany. The mayor of Wiesbaden became very involved, very interested. And recently he has declared Wiesbaden as the city of social business. So it's a social business city of Europe. He declared it himself. So you can imagine how much involvement he wants to make. He said, we have a lot of problems we couldn't solve. So I see the social business is the way to solve our problems. So following his example, the city of Wiesbaden, now many other cities joining in. Another one is Milan. Mayor Moratti became very interested in the idea of social business, Milan in Italy. So we will be working in Milan with the social business. And by the way, I forgot to mention other two universities who became involved in social business. One is the Bocconi University in Italy, in Milan. Another one is the European School of Design. They are the one with the top designers of Europe, the students who come up to work throughout Europe for all the beautiful creative designs in Europe. They have joined the whole social business. They have volunteered their students to work without any fee, without any money in any social business that will be created along. So we'll be looking forward to their collaboration in businesses and so on. So we have Milan, we have Wiesbaden, and Moscow. Mayor of Moscow, Lushka, he became very interested, and we have been now working with him to set up social businesses in Moscow. So we see lots of varieties of things in a very short period of time. And because of this, we thought it's important that we kind of mark a day when we'll be reviewing all this, and this is the day, Social Business Day. So this becomes an important day for all of us, and all over wherever the social business are in the process, they are celebrating this day to review their activities and plan for future next year, so that we can, in the second Social Business Day, we can see how much more we have achieved along the way, what are the new ideas coming up in the social business arena. So this will be something that will be done in a regular way. Another important date that came into social business is the summit, first week of November. Each year, first week of November, we'll be convening a summit of social business. And last year we had the first summit in Germany, in Ulzberg, at the headquarters of Volkswagen, because they offered us all the facilities and everything that we needed for conference. And we brought all our partners, all our friends and academic work. They came from all over the world to discuss this social business. And it was a wonderful occasion to get together and kind of share the knowledge from each other. And this year it will be repeated. Again, this will be held in Germany, in Ottostadt,